Good morning, Akshay.
Morning, Akshay.
Good morning, ma'am. Your voice is
Let
breaking,
I
ma'am.
wait for 2 more minutes. Now 106 is there.
Okay, ma'am. We'll wait for
Okay.
a very
So
less
that
strength.
they can start at 12:15.
Yeah, ma'am. We'll start at 10:15.
Induction of time.
Akshay.
Yes, ma'am, we'll start. It's still
Yeah,
150.
yesterday response is also good. We
Okay, ma'am.
have received 308 responses
Okay,
as
ma'am.
of now. The average answer is I get it for we have 25 questions. We made it. I got the 30 questions. Then I got 26.
Okay, ma'am.
This we have any doubt in the yesterday quiz you can ask. You can rectify. Can put in the chat box any doubt in that. Mechanical 81 students are hop. Civil 55, but when I join it is 72, but only the submission is 55. And 18 is there. Okay, EC 32, IS 23, CS 63. So the strength.
Ina?
I made co-host action.
Yeah,
Okay,
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
you can continue. I think that is
Yeah.
also good responses we received.
Okay, ma'am.
You can start with today agenda.
My bad, sorry. So, ma'am, the assignment we're having wrong answer for print functions, it seems. So kindly check into it, ma'am. And USR 95, I guess you can let us know the question.
So for a few questions, means execution for execution after declaration of class and all, the print function they wrote print space a without brackets. So,
That
but
kind of happens, with Google Form, that you can adjust with the white space and all. But yeah, if you have an option, yeah, I have to check this with Maya ma'am. But usually sometimes in Google Form, that space and all that comes in. So you guys can avoid that and you can treat it as a proper syntax, and you can, even though you copy paste it, if you feel that if we are getting an error, then I think, yeah, you should have to kind of correct that syntax and you should attend. As
okay,
in
sir.
instead of, yeah, yeah. Go ahead. You were telling something. Go ahead. Okay. So start. We'll start today. Okay, yesterday, what did we do? Can somebody give a recap on the chat? Yesterday, what and all did we cover? Yes, constructor classes and objects. Single dimension arrays. Python arrays. Yeah, NumPy. Creating and calling classes. Multi-dimension array. Yeah. Yes, object-oriented programming. And yesterday, I had given an question for you all. Yesterday I had given an assignment for you regarding to write a program in order to implement a teacher attendance as well, teacher attendance system as well. So can you, how many of you have tried? How many of you have tried implementing teacher attendance management? Why do we use object-oriented programming? Why do we use object-oriented programming? It gives importance on the flow of execution and the data. Very good. So, and what all are the object-oriented programming concepts I told yesterday? What are the object-oriented programming concept revolves around we saw yesterday? Can you guys list it? Instance, class, inheritance, encapsulation. Yeah. Shall we see inheritance today? Shall we see inheritance today? So yesterday we saw on creating an class, on creating an instance of a class, and then then storing a data, passing the data to the class instance, and implement a program. Can we try instance of a inheritance concept today? We'll try to see some of the core object oriented concepts today. Okay. Our non-IT students are understanding the Python programming. Are you guys able to you know try to code assignment which we give, as in not just copy pasting and executing? Are you understanding the reason behind the code, what is being written? Want from answer from mechanical, electrical, civil, and I don't know what other department qualifies for non-IT, and lateral entry students mainly. Are you guys feeling that the morning 2 hours, whatever you are spending to learn, is it something you guys feeling is it's worth it? As in, you are able to make progress, or you guys are feeling no use on joining? Because let me know honestly, because we can reiterate on some classes very quickly, and we can correct those gaps, and we can continue ahead. Even single of you are very important to me, because from yesterday, right, all are common sense applied logics. Everything you see on a real world, and it is being adopted in a programming with different dictionary names. That's it. Okay, what are the advantages of object oriented programming? Tell me. Using inner you guys tell code reusability, very good. Effective way of handling data, very very good. Modularity, yes, definitely. Today will inheritance is one of the main securing the data. You can use the data, yes, effective data repeating. What is data repeating, Pramod? What do you mean when you use when you say that we can use the data repeating? No, so far I have seen many interviews. Many people, this is for all IT and non-IT people. I mean, forget. As in, every student who aspires to be an engineer and who gives an interview will be asked a mandatory few questions on this object-oriented concepts. And those who fail answering the basics of this object-oriented concepts, such as why do we use object-oriented programming, what are the pillars of object-oriented programming, and what what advantages do we get with object-oriented programming? Which language is the purely object-oriented programming language? If you fail to answer this, regardless you add AI/ML in your resume, you add blockchain in your resume, you add anything, 5-year experience, 10-year experience, you will be judged by few questions, like 2 questions. That's it. Whether you are capable of doing the job or not. So the 4 pillars of object-oriented programming is inheritance, polymorphism, encapsulation, and abstractions. The advantages of object-oriented programming is code reusability, code security, binding of data together, and mainly reduced size of code and easy debugging. So these 2 questions should be kind of imprinted in your head from now, because 2 years down the line when you are attending an interview, you should never fail to answer these questions. You should never fail to answer the questions. Got it? Got it? Okay. Let us see. Let us see inheritance today. So inheritance is reusing existing parent class attribute and its method for better reusability of code. So inheritance is a capability of reusing existing class attributes and its methods for better usability. The definition goes like this. It is deriving capability of one class to derive derive or inherit properties from another class. Okay. properties which is present is called as parent class, and properties which is derived is called child class. Any doubt over here? Any doubt over here? Any doubt in the definition? No, you don't get any certificate if you are not performing anything, if you are not contributing in no assignments. You don't get any certificate. As in, if you are attending for namesake, or as basically you don't get certificate regardless if you are IT or non-IT. Need to submit. Example, we might have a class which can the link is shared in the class. First of all, I want you to change your name. So what does that mean? Unparalleled programmer, whatever it is. In order to be addressed and acknowledged by ma'am regarding whether you are getting a mail or not. First of all, ma'am is not sharing any mails, and ma'am is sharing the assignment link directly in the chat. Or if you have joined the Google Classroom, you have to get a mail from Google Classroom regarding the assignments. So we will be having a two class in inheritance. One is called as a parent class and one is called as a child class. And in the class which will be having attributes and methods which will be kind of derived by the other class is called as a parent class, and the class which takes advantage of other class is called as a child class. So I am kindly share the Google Classroom link. Some students have not joined, it seems. So yeah, you will get the link from my MM. So also the concept is very simple here, such as where children gets their property inherited from their parents. So if parents have some lands, the automatically that will be kind of can be used by their children. It will be inherited by children, isn't it? This enhances in the code reusability. Or if I have a car and if somebody need it, they can inherit my car and they can use it and they can return back, something like that, which enhances the reusability. So let us see how to do the code inheritance. So say we have a class, say we have a class person, okay, and the syntax goes like this. Okay, we have person and we will be having a name for a person and actually an ID for a person, and here it is a constructor, and I can print details where I say print PD, who's this question for? Okay, so we have this, and actually when I run this, and actually I can create a person class such as Akshay equal to, I can call person, and I can give it an ID, and if I call Akshay dot details, then this will print my name. So any doubt on single class creation? Hope this is fine. I hope this is easy, right? The single class creation is not, I hope. Can you guys acknowledge? Are we on the same page so far? Are we on the same page so far? Okay. Now let us take a scenario where we can reuse this person, and we can create another child class and we'll inherit. For example, the name and ID number we can actually use from this class, and we can have a several variables and several methods on the other class which is only specific for its own. For example, let us say we create a student class. Now we create a class student, and for inheriting we'll pass it here. We pass the inherited class as a circular braces as how we pass the parameter here. Okay, this is called as inheritance, and this is called as child class. Okay, it is very important. This is called as child class. This is parent class, and here in student what I will have is, actually I will create a constructor, and in constructor what I will take is, I will ask student name, I will ask student ID number, and I will ask student department, I will ask student section, and I will use self dot department equal to department self dot section equal to section. Okay, and actually, and also what I need to do is, now I need to also kind of reuse the parent class, right? So I have to also store name and ID number. For that, what I'll do, I'll invoke person's inherit method. I'll invoke a parent class constructor, and here I'll pass self dot name and ID number. And what I can do is, actually instead I can print details here. Okay, details, and what I can do is, I can print the formatted string of student information and I can write name is self dot name, print USN is self dot ID number, print F department and section. Chintan, when I use this F prefix, right, this is called as formatted string, so that instead of having a print statement such as name plus self dot name, I can use this as an alternative. This is called as a formatted string. That's it. And here you have a doubt asking why am I using an object as a particular object in while creating a class, right? So the reason is I'll tell you the reason, 1 minute. The difference between parent class and child class is the class which exposes its properties to be kind of inherited by the other classes is called as a parent class. The classes which use the properties of the other classes is called as a child class. Any doubt? Any doubt? Okay. So this is just a difference in the syntax differences in the Python version changes. Okay, we can just omit this and we can run, and here we can run this so that our parent class is also created and our child class is also created. And now what I can do is I can create a student one, and when I call student, here you can see I am not creating an instant of class person, I'm creating an instant of students. For name I'll give Akshay, ID number I'll give 400, department I'll give CSC, section B. And when I create the student, the instance is created. So when I print details, can you tell me what is happening in the details in parents in the student class. Can you explain me what is happening if you have followed me along? So if I print this, can you see here? Did we create an instance of a person class or a student class? Is it printing only the attributes of student class or the attributes of parent class as well? Very good, Arshit. So this is the advantage of the this is the advantage of the inheritance, because we reuse the two properties of a parent class. We reused the properties of parent class. We reuse the properties of the parents class. The same way, like student, what I can do is I can create a class called professor, and I can extend, basically I can inherit the person property, and I can actually do the same thing. I can actually do the same thing. Department, and I can position. So here I am reusing the same thing by taking a position and a department, and here department and position. Yeah. So you can submit your assignments today. So here I created another class called professor, and then I inherited the person class, and we are printing the details of a professor. And I can create professor, and I can call uh and create a professor department. As which department are you from, Arshit? Okay. And for position we can create like this, and we can print details. So we have kind of customized, or we have reused the simple person template in order to store the attendance. Not attendance, sorry, reusing the properties. So for example, if we didn't have this person class, this name and ID number and the details would have been repeated at the two places over here. Any doubt on the inheritance? Any doubt on the inheritance? Any doubt?
Akshay.
I want you guys to try this example. have displayed the syntax for inheritance. I want you guys to do it right now, and I have one assignment, so we can do it together. So today we'll only be focusing on the object-oriented concepts. Okay, I want you guys to do it and understand it with reason.
Akshay,
Yes, ma'am.
then we had to discuss about 5 minutes about the projects also. I will.
You can take the time now, and you can
Can
discuss,
I
ma'am.
show? Can I show that now?
Yeah, yeah, please, ma'am. I'll
Okay.
stop sharing my screen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Good morning, students. We have planning for the next week. This week we every concept will be covering. And the next week, Monday, we are planning for the project exhibitions. I already uploaded for that Google Excel sheet for uploading for whatever you learned from the last 10 to 12 days for the Python till Saturday. For you have to utilizing for all the concept, you have to make express your one mini projects. And simple project can be anything. Covering for the concepts, how you gain the knowledge from this internship, you have to exhibit in terms of the projects. The last semester we also did, and Akshay says also you are already told about in the beginning of the class. In the mechanical department, civil department, students will exhibit in the good level of the project. I will share my screen what type of projects we did in the last uh, internship. Then I'll have to fill that once. I think my screen is visible. So now this is we have with the Excel sheets we will be providing for the students. Then I am also providing the same type of Excel sheets so that I have to take any project title, whatever you're comfortable feel to do it, and which department. Either you can combine with that other department also. You write to the team of your members in that one, decide it, and write the branch and USA number and the name of that this paper, and what you are planning to do the project title. You have to fill it in one Excel sheet. I also shared in the Google class, both the Google class I created part 1 and part 2, because 249 students are joined in that, and the remaining 70 students are joined the second Google class for that. You need to enter. See, we have a chat board will be done by the electrical department, and have ATM machines we done from the mechanical department, and text based adventure of the game done from that mechanical department. Alarm clock is from Python from the mechanical department. Car rental testing for that from the EC department, and pay and park system from EC department. Either you can do it to own, or you can do with the 2 or 3 or 4. Don't go maximum of that. The minimum is 1, maximum is 4. You make a group, do it. And we have a contest that project exhibition in our college, and for that we providing the prize also for that whatever you done for the internship. See, we have that material processing with the cost evaluator from the mechanical department. Those people we got the first prizes with the cash prize amount. Then you have another one is countdown timer from the mechanical. See, the mechanical students how was the enthusiastic learn from the previous semester and done very good projects. So we are mainly concentrating the last semester for only the non-IT branch students. We are not take about that CSE, but some students CS and IS telecom students also join. EC is also will join. They have movie ticket booking and Hangaman game we have provided for the electrical department, campus placement and simple calculator. And you have another one student DBMS using GUI is done by the CS department, Bhuvan CS, as well as Deepthi and Guru Datta BS. He won for the second prize in the last contest. Have a text to speech, a birthday problem, and voting program. Spot e-care online package system. He got the third prize for that CS department for Afrinas, Divishrius, Harichandan, and Kushi. For these are we got it for that. And have a bank management system, projects and quiz. For the last we did for the same internship, the 10 days we did it. So now we are doing for the 15 days that for that. Then for all 20 projects, yes, then from the out of these 20 projects, we have get three pieces, first, second, third. But this is with the last internship agenda. The same way, we are also sharing uh, the Google Sheets in the classroom. Just you can check it out. You have to fill that Google Sheets with your name, branch, as well as what projects you are doing. Your time till Monday. The Monday class we need to explain about the projects what you have done. Whatever done, the sir will be assessment of your projects in that one. Clear your doubts? Everyone has to be filled. I opened that Google Class code till 10 o'clock. If you need the time till today 12 o'clock it's open. Discuss among your friends with any branches. You decide what type of project you need to plan and fill the project's name. And some students only randomly read the user number. It's not like that. It should be fill up with that. See that share my screen. See, we have this is the form I submitted for that. So you're not writing any project title. You have should be make a group of that. We have a group of these students you are writing. Think about what is a project title you are make it. Google it. You come to one conclusion. The title of that one. Because some other can't do the same projects, right? Whatever planning to do for that, and you have to make a team one, team two, team three. You group it and fill this Google form for that. Okay, Google Sheets. Everyone. The same thing I uploaded for that part A, part 2 also. So you have to check it out. What are the names for that? Okay, clear? So you give it till today, you give a time and fill it, and you have to be ready for that Monday. There is no explanation for the Monday. We have project exhibitions doing from that. See, we have observe we have that all are in video on in that day. Everyone is explaining that program. See for that performance is taken for the judge for that online also exhibition for this is only the online we did it, but actually the prize distribution for other exhibitions we done in the offline only. In the quadrangle we make an arrangement of that. So in that day we are planning to exhibit all the Python projects in that. So this is all your friends the last semester we did it, the explanation of your projects. This all those things. Okay, and you also be ready with the project exhibition. See what type of projects you are exhibiting for this. I think clears your doubts. Everyone else is planning to think and update the Google Sheets for that to the projects. Okay, clear? Okay,
Excuse me, ma'am. Can we
yeah,
have one more day to decide on the project?
yeah. I will get it tomorrow. I will open it. I will change my sheets that one. Okay,
Thank
any
you,
more
ma'am.
doubts? Okay, you think about and 30th Monday at test. It will end up with that one. 29th and 30th. You just be plan until at least Monday. Tuesday will be exposed, either 29 or 30. You best you be prepared with Monday. Okay. The scheduling dates are 29 30 is for only project exhibition. Akshay, share ಮಾಡಿ ಅದನ್ನ project schedule. It is run Monday is what topics? At least you have to be prepared on Monday, I think.
Ma'am,
30th is project exhibition.
yeah, ma'am.
Tuesday.
Last class we can have it, ma'am.
Yeah, that only. See, as per
30th.
the schedules, we are planning to do it, but we have to be prepared on
And if you need
any doubts while doing, you can also ask to
yeah,
Akshay before we have facing anything for that while doing in the project. Meanwhile, if you start the project, we can do it. Okay.
and I highly encourage.
I will update it. That last two sheets I will be put it in that Google Class code. You can know the last semester internship projects also. Okay.
Okay,
Name
ma'am.
of the
And I
project.
highly encourage if you guys collaborate on inter-department. So four in a team and four different you know, people from different department will have a new perspectives and you can bring a best project. I feel that's the best way to collab. Okay. If it is between your friends and we all know that like who does it, you will get to meet, you know, new people, as in when coordinating you will find the new ways how others think. So there will be a mainly fully change in the perspective on collaborative thinking, collaborative implementation. So I highly encourage if you guys coordinate and each coordinate and do it interdepartment wise, but not mandatory though. So who is genuinely interested can try it out. Probably you can use Google Classroom as a mode of collaboration where you can post on looking for teammate and they can contact you up there. So I think that's a possible case scenario. Or else you can directly reach out on the Excel sheet. Ma'am, kindly provide an email ID as an field who wishes to kind of be a team leader so that others can reach out to them via email ID.
You put your email ID in the chat box. Your email ID, right?
Not my email ID, ma'am. For
Students.
example, in a template, who wants to kind of do the project, right? The team leader, give an additional field called email ID so that if students from other department have to kind of, if they wish to collaborate with them for the first time, maybe they can start the communication over email ID and exchange their numbers.
While grouping only, I have to know about that. I will provide it. No issues for that one.
Yeah, because as
I
there is
already
no
putting
common
that
group
in the
of
note
WhatsApp.
only. We have to make an inter-department collaborations. We must appreciate it for that one.
Yeah,
I put in
yeah.
that sheets
So
only. Assignments were not take it right now for that one. Just for practice you are doing. Okay, for all those assignment.
okay, ma'am.
Okay, you can continue actually.
Yeah, guys. I want you guys to implement the code now. Want you guys to try the inheritance example. Why the attendance is very low today? Only 200 have joined. And yesterday it happened same around only 250 were joined, but quiz was attended by everybody. The assignment was done by everybody. How many of you finished executing the inheritance example? How many of you are done executing the inheritance example? How many of you are done executing the student example? Guys, come on, reply in the chat. You have to create an instance, Bhavana. You have to create an instance like this. Shall I continue? Shall I continue or wait? Shall I continue or wait? Okay. What if I have to display the parent class method instead of the child class method? So what if I have to invoke a parent class method? I want to display these details, not the details from this class. So in this case, what I can do is I can call, what I can do is I can comment this and I can use the super keyword in order to invoke the parents class. I can use the super keyword in order to invoke the parent class. And then if I print the details, only parent class information will be displayed. Only parent class information will be displayed, not the student class details. Any doubt on the super keyword? Any doubt on the super keyword? Super keyword in Python is used to invoke the parent methods, parent class methods and access parent class attributes. Are we good to go? Let me pull out some Okay. Let us let us do the problem. Want you to I'm giving a problem statement and I want you guys to solve it, okay? Implement a Python program using loops concept to develop a vehicle showroom application. Python application should have below features: different display, different type of vehicle information, store different type of vehicle information. Some vehicle categories are bike, car, van, and bus. Implement same using loop features, features. Any doubt on the problem statement? Any doubt on the problem statement? Any doubt on the problem statement? Can you guys do it? This has to be a menu driven, okay? Can you guys do this? Have you understood the problem statement? I want a couple of you to brainstorm this idea with me. You have to unmute yourself and you have to answer how are you going to implement this problem. What is this no for? I have many no. Exactly. Solve it. Because whatever you learn today will be kind of mainly you guys will be using for your projects actually. So it's important that you learn the importance of each and everything what we do today. Keetana, I want you to kind of use a inheritance here. I want you to use a inheritance. What you are displayed is a very straight approach. I want you to demonstrate inheritance, like create multiple classes and you have to inherit. Waiting for solution, the chat. How much time you guys need? Okay, let me implement this for you. So need to have a base class, a parent class, okay? A parent class, will call it as vehicle. And each vehicle will have a type, number of wheels, capacity, that's it. We'll have a base properties, okay? And I can have self dot type equal to type, and I can have self dot vehicle type, self dot number of wheels equal to number of wheels, self dot capacity equal to capacity. So any doubt on the base class, guys? Any doubt on the base class? We have a base class ready. Then what type of categories vehicles we have? We have bike, car, van, bus, right? So here what we can do is we can create a class bike which extends vehicle, and we can have a bike name, bike type, whether it is a with gear or gearless, and along with this we need to ask Yeah, vehicle bike type, vehicle type, number of wheels we don't need to ask. If it is for bike, it will be 2. And capacity also we don't need to ask. It's a common sense. So what I'll do, self dot bike name equal to bike name, self dot bike type equal to bike type, and then self dot, and now we need to initialize, we need to call the self dot vehicle type as bike. Number of wheels will be obviously 2. Capacity will always is maximum 2. And here can add diff info. And here what can I do? I can add a print saying that bike details. I can print bike name vehicle type so you can you know actually do bike type, and then what you can do is you can use super dot vehicle info, and here I can have a method saying that vehicle info, and here I can print same. So here it is not bike, it is vehicle details. So it is number of wheels, capacity. So any doubt on creating a parent class and a child class? Any doubt on creating a parent class and a child class? Something very similarly we can have for car as well. We can have for car, and it is car name, car type. Car name, car type, car, and number of wheels will be 4, and capacity varies. Capacity varies because in car we can have any seater. So vehicle type, actually vehicle type is not being used here. Let us remove the vehicle type as we are hardcoding it, and we'll get number of wheels. And it is car name Any doubt on creating multiple child classes? Any doubt on creating multiple child classes? I can create a bike and bike name I'll give it as Royal Enfield. Bike type is bike name is Royal Enfield. Bike type is off-road. And when I create this, and next when I display bike.info, I get a bike details over here. Any doubt? Any doubt? Any doubt on printing the bike details? And then I'm creating a car. Let me create BMW. The type is SUV. And I have to also pass the capacity. Number of wheels, obviously have to pass the need to create a capacity here. So we have car name, car type, car capacity, and yeah. So I'll be passing a capacity over here. So the capacity is maximum like 4. Car. We have a car details. Any doubt? Any doubt on using the inheritance concept and developing a showroom app? What we just saw. Any doubt? All I just created here is I'm taking a different attribute and reusing the vehicle type. I'm using the vehicle details for all the child classes, which of the different categories. Any doubt on the inheritance demo? Any doubt? And we also call this as a polymorphism because a vehicle can be in a different form, right? A bike, a car, a truck, a bus, but this class can be anything at a moment. This class can also hold the value of a bike. This class can also hold the value of a car details. This class can also hold the value of the truck. So this concept of reusing a class in order to kind of representing in a multiple form is called as polymorphism. Along with any inheritance, we saw the application of polymorphism as well. Any doubt? Any doubt? And I want you guys to take this partially implemented program and implement a menu driven approach for this. Is it possible for you guys? Can you do it? Is there any doubt in inheritance and polymorphism? Is there any doubt in inheritance and polymorphism? Shall I think you are not implemented constructor. Let me explain you the polymorphism is poly is more than poly is many, right? More than two. We call it as a poly. So polymorphism is a single class can be represented as a multiple type using the same class. It is called as a polymorphism. For example, a vehicle class, now we represent it as bike, car, as a truck at the same time without modifying the class. This is called as polymorphism. For example, in birds, we have two types of birds, flying bird and non-flying bird. But we will be making use of the bird class in order to represent both, and it is called as polymorphism. So let me give you a demonstration about encapsulation. Okay, so here we have a parent class with one public variable and one private variable, and now I'm also kind of creating an other class. Okay, and here what I'm doing is I'm initializing constructor, okay, by asking name and ID, and here the thing is I will be invoking person dot init name and ID. Okay, so data encapsulation is all about abstracting the private variables, adding more security to the class, right? For example, the ID should not be callable by the user. So for example, now we have this. We have this, and if I have to print get info here self, and if I print self dot name and print self dot underscore ID. Okay, let us see what happens. So we have this. Okay, we have this, and now if I create a student class, ID, and if I run, the instance will be created, and if I print Akshay dot name, I can print my name, and if I print Akshay dot get info, if I call Akshay dot get info, I get an error saying that there is student has no attribute called ID. Student has no attribute called ID because it is private. So this is called as data abstraction. Only this class can use this ID. Any doubt? Any doubt on this? Any doubt on this? In order to make this accessible by this class, right? So we can make this as a this double underscore is private. 1 minute. Public access specifier has nothing, but a protected access specifier starts with a single underscore, and private access specifier starts with a double underscore. So for example, if I do this now, then the ID is only accessible by the derived class. I can print both my details over here. But I can't access out of the class. I can't access out of the class. I get an error. Any doubt on access modifiers in Python in order to implement encapsulation? Single underscore is a private, single underscore is a protected access modifier, and double underscore is a private access modifier. Any doubt? We successfully learned object-oriented programming concept in Python. Okay, so we are able to now develop any OOPS related concept, and we can implement and convert it to a Python code. So we successfully saw how to write a code. We saw how to get objects. We saw how to create an instance. We saw inheritance, polymorphism, and encapsulation. So hope everybody is clear, right? I see a very dull vibe today. I don't know what's the reason, but I hope you guys are following up the class.
Topic is like that only actually.
Yeah, but
It will
that's
take
why
difficult to understand within 2 hours that one. So don't worry about the concepts. Whenever if you want, you have to learn by yourself also. We can't able to complete knowledge. We can't possible to give
Yeah.
the Akshay side also within 2 hours for that. We can give only the brief. Is there object oriented concepts? If you are anyhow are taking for any open elective subjects for non-IT students for C++ or Java, there you will get a detail about what the OOPS concepts. It's not required to do for any for the project for that type of concept is too much is not required. Actually, it's okay, right? That people can do it.
Yeah, ma'am. Yes,
You tell me, say
definitely
right
they
now,
need
don't
a
feel about. You just give 5 minutes talk about. Don't bother about these much of concepts. Whatever going from today's, it will be a little bit difficult to
you guys need to
understand.
refer YouTube. You guys need to refer YouTube. You guys need to read in order to exactly understand. You can Google object oriented programming with Python in YouTube or on the Google, and you will get a many articles with a code demo. You have to read it, you have to follow it. So Akhil, encapsulations concept is very simple. Hiding the data from public classes, such as some data should be kept private. So we use encapsulation method with access specifiers in order to keep it private, only accessible by the own class or a specific class, which is not accessible outside the class. This is called as encapsulation. That's it. Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. If you have assignment ready, then I guess you can share. And still many are having an issue joining the Google Classroom. It seems they are complaining not getting the link.
No. I
Please
already
resolve their
posted the
issue.
link in that also chat box also. And I sent to Civil Sir again classroom. He is also putting in the WhatsApp group because I don't
Then
have any
it's
all
their
those group
negligence,
for
I
that.
guess.
So if you want, once again I will send you that group. So that problem is don't join both the Google class. Once you're already there, people no need to worry about the second Google class. If you are not joined, that people only to join the second one. I will post once again today also the Google class link. So I will put the Google class link, and then after next 2 minutes I will put the quiz. Don't confuse about that. Those who are not joined, those people can be joined. Thank you, Akshay.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, we
Have
have
a great day, guys. Bye.
okay. Those who are not joined, you can join the link. I uploaded for the same thing, whatever I did for the first one, Google Class code, everything same to same again. I uploaded the second one also. Need to complete it. Okay. See, only for the assignment for the learning stage. If you want to learn more the thing, you should be do it. Okay. For that, I have to done. If you don't have a mobile also, once you come to the colleges, utilize your lab. There you have to practice the programs. Then you can able to learn about the concepts. Quiz in the meanwhile, whatever I'm doing in the class, there only you have to do the quiz of part of that. I will put the there is no assignment for the today because concept is very difficult to understand and I can't able to write to do the assignment questions. So I will just post the quiz questions for the today. You need to do the quiz part and you can exit from the meeting from the today's classes. Is it clear? Any doubt? I will assignment submission last. Assignment submission I gave till at the end of the 30th because then I will extend that date also for that. Don't worry about that assignments. Just you worry about the quizzes because we're telling mobile phone, then I can't able to monitor how many of you are using mobile phone, how many of you are using the laptop. So those who have facilities to do the assignment for that, all the things. So we will take about your marks from the quiz part up. Okay, assignments for your to learning. A quiz will be taken for that marks component for that person because everything I have put it in that one only. Keep updating for that quiz. Okay, any more doubts? All of you fill that Google form for that projects and whatever that projects you are getting is ready with that Monday or Tuesday for the execution for that one. You need to explain what you are doing in the projects. Yeah. Suppose the quiz.